Hey YouTube, about 6 years ago, you saw me make a video unboxing this. This here is a Ninja coffee maker. You can make all sorts of coffees with it. You can make espresso, cappuccinos, all that stuff. This has served us really well over the last 6 years or so until this morning. This morning when I tried to use this thing, plastic parts started falling off of it. And we're really a Ninja family. This here is one of two Ninja air fryers that we have. And this here is a Ninja flip down toaster oven, which is really strange and weird that we would depart from the brand and go ahead and buy this DeLonghi All In One combination coffee, espresso, and cappuccino machine. This is a new thing for us. So today I want to unbox this real quick and use it for the first time. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Instruction manual. Whoa, this thing is huge in here. Lift the box off. This thing is a traditional drip coffee maker. It's programmable. You could do 1 to 4 cups for smaller brews. It has a removable water container, steam and hot water supply knob, a front loading system, and a glass jug. It has all the stuff you need in it to actually make coffee house style coffee as well as regular brew coffee. There's this little piece here that comes out. Let's see what's in here. I'm not exactly sure what all this is. I know what this is. Not exactly sure what this is. But I guess we'll find out from the instruction manual. There's a second one of these. There's the power cord. Coffee pot, if you want to call it that. Oh, this thing is pretty too. This is the frother, or you could get hot water from this as well. This is just a drain where you collect all the stuff, anything that drips off, and there's a little float here so that if it ever gets full, it'll float up and you'll see that little red thing coming through here, so you know it's time to clean this tray. This turns the frother on and off. This is the main power for the entire unit. This here should be the water tank, I think, or the lid for the water tank, and then the water tank comes out just like so. Around the back of it, there's a filter that this little thing goes into. This little white thing here is a filter for the water. Guess this just goes in like this somehow. Just like that. Clips in. And I have this turned around in there. And if we zoom in on the control panel, here's the on and off for the espresso maker. So this one will turn the espresso maker on. This one turns the frother on. This button here turns the drip coffee maker on. And you could choose between 1 to 4 cups right here. And this one here actually sets the time. It has a filter in here, which is just like a reusable built-in filter. You could use a paper filter in here. Here is the reservoir for the water for this thing. Let's go ahead and clean this up and then go ahead and try to use it and make some coffee. Jug full of water goes in here like so. Goes that. With the espresso maker on, before we actually start making espresso, we gotta wait for this little light here to come on. This top one here is for espresso, and the bottom one here is for steam. With it preheated, we could go ahead and run it through a cycle just to clean it out before we actually use it. And we do the same thing. All right, that's run through a cycle. So this thing should be good to go. You could also, this is just regular Starbucks. I forget what blend. It's kind of like cheap plastic. Now we know that this thing works and we know the steamer works. Let's go ahead and try to make some drip coffee, some pour over coffee. Some water. I'm gonna put 2 scoops of coffee in here to try to make like 2 cups of a really weak one. And I didn't show you this, but can't remember if I did, but there is a filter in here. This time around, I'm going to use the button that says 1 to 4 cups. Okay. And what that does, it brews the coffee a whole lot slower. One of the things I forgot to mention, the top of this thing gets really warm, so you could keep your coffee cups at the top here. And that way when you pour the coffee into it, it doesn't get cold really quickly because the coffee is already warm. This is done. Here we go. Now we can pour this out, put some creamer in it, and make some coffee. This was an initial first use of this DeLonghi All In One coffee and espresso maker. I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.